morning, students. Hope all are blessed with good health. Today we are going to learn Grammar Chapter 2, Structure of a Sentence. In this video lecture, children, we are going to revise subject and predicate and learn enlargement of the subject, enlargement of the predicate. So let's start. Chapter 2, Structure of a Sentence. Children, in our previous video lecture of Grammar Chapter 1, we have already learned in detail about subject and predicate. So now let's revise. We know that a simple sentence is made up of two parts, the subject and the predicate. The subject may be a noun, noun phrase, a pronoun, a gerund, etc. Besides this, the predicate may be a verb, an adverb, and an object, or a verb and a complement. Look at these examples, children. Birds fly. A rich man helped me. He is a good student. To smoke is harmful. Swimming is a good exercise. In sentence 1, the subject is a noun, that is birds. In sentence 2, the subject is a noun phrase, that is a rich man. In sentence 3, children, subject is a pronoun, that is he. In sentence 4, the subject is to infinitive, that is to smoke. In sentence 5, the subject is a gerund, that is swimming. Gerund we know, children, verb plus ing form that act as a noun in a sentence. Now let us learn how to enlarge or expand the subject. The subject of a sentence is generally a noun. If we want to give more information about the subject, that is the noun, we can use pre-modifiers and post-modifiers. Now what is this pre-modifiers and post-modifiers, children? Pre means before, post means after. So what comes before the subject may be an article, determiner, quantifier, but they are a part of a subject. And what comes after the subject, that is noun or pronoun, may be a noun phrase, a prepositional phrase. So they are the part of the subject. They are called as post modifiers. Most adjectives are used as pre-modifiers. Look at the example, children. Subject, a big city. Predicate, stood on the river. Next example is barking dogs. Predicate, seldom bite. In the phrase a big city, the adjective big pre-modifies the noun city. In the second sentence, the participle adjective barking pre-modifies the noun dogs. Children, since a noun phrase can function as the subject of a sentence, a noun phrase can be expanded as follows. It can be an article plus noun or adjective or adverb or even ordinals, cardinals, quantifiers, predeterminers, etc. Look at the examples, children. A chair, a article, chair, noun. A costly chair, a article plus adjective, costly, chair, noun. A very costly chair, a article, very adverb, costly adjective, chair, Noun. The 10 costly chairs. The article, first ordinal, 10 quantifier, plus adjective, that is costly, noun, chairs. All the first 10 costly chairs. Predeterminer, that is all, article the, ordinal first, quantifier 10, adjective costly, plus noun, that is chairs. Similarly, children, the noun phrase can be enlarged by post modifying also. In which way? Shaleen, my friend, is a doctor. Here the noun Shaleen is post modified by the noun phrase my friend. As I discussed, post modifying means which comes after the subject. That is noun or pronoun, and they are the part of a subject. When we divide the sentence into subject and predicate. The man with the red shirt is my neighbor. Here the noun phrase the man is post modified by the prepositional phrase with the red shirt. The man who is wearing the red shirt is my neighbor. Here the adjective clause, that is who is wearing the red shirt, has post modified the noun phrase, that is the man. The fact that he has failed disappointed his parents. Here the noun phrase the fact is post modified by the noun clause in apposition, that he has failed. Now children, what do you mean by apposition? When we use two noun phrases next to each other in a clause and they refer to the same person or thing, we call this as apposition. Now let us learn how to enlarge the predicate. Children, there are few patterns given here that we are going to discuss, that by following these patterns we can enlarge the predicate. Pattern 1. The predicate may be of one verb only. Look at the example, children. Birds fly, fire burns. So subject and only one verb. Still it is a complete sentence. We can add an adverb to the verb. He walked slowly. So the verbs in the above examples do not have an object. Such verbs are called intransitive verbs. So a predicate can be only of one verb, that is intransitive verb. And children, we know the meaning of intransitive, that is verb which do not require an object to complete its sense. Now let us discuss pattern 2. The forms of be, that is am, is, are, was, were, and some other verbs like seem, look, appear, are called linking verbs. They are followed by subject complements. The subject complement can be a noun or adjective or an adverb. Here, as per the above examples, children, his father is a doctor. His father is a subject. Verb is a linking verb. A doctor is a subject complement because it is describing the subject, his father. What is his father? A doctor. So it's a noun here. She, subject, verb is, complement intelligent. So intelligent adjective here is describing the subject. that she is intelligent. So it is subject complement. The book is here. The book subject, verb is, complement here is an adverb. Now pattern 3. Verbs can be followed by an object. Such verbs are called transitive verbs. So look at the examples, children. The cat killed the rat. The cat subject, killed main verb, the rat complement. So we all know, children, meaning of transitive verbs, that which require an object to complete its sense. Next example is he broke the window. He subject, broke main verb, the window complement. Now according to pattern 4, the predicate may be enlarged by using verb, indirect object and direct object. The verbs here are followed by two objects, that is an indirect object and a direct object. Look at the examples, children. He gave me a book. He subject, gave main verb, indirect object me and direct object a book. Now according to pattern 5, the predicate can be enlarged by using verb, object and object complement. Look at the examples, children. They elected him chairman. They subject, verb elected, object him, object complement chairman. So we can see object complement can be a noun, adjective or an adverb. So these verbs are followed by an object and an object complement. The object complement can be a noun, adjective or adverb. Now let us discuss pattern 6. As per pattern 6, children, predicate can be enlarged by using verb and infinitive form of the verb, that is 2 plus V1, base form of the verb. Have a look on the examples, children. She can agree to marry him. Subject she, verb can agree, infinitive form of the verb, that is 2 plus base form of the verb, here to marry him. Next example, I didn't bother to meet him. I subject, didn't bother verb, infinitive form of the verb to meet him. Now pattern 7 describes that we can enlarge predicate by using verb plus gerund. Look at the example, children. She likes dancing. She subject, verb likes, gerund dancing, that is V1 plus ing, which acts as a noun in a sentence. Now as per pattern 8, the predicate can be enlarged by using verb, object and present participle. Look at the example. We found her cooking. Subject we, verb found, object her, present participle cooking. Here the verb is followed by an object and a present participle. So in this video lecture, children, we have learned how to enlarge subjects and predicates. Thank you.